Hi everybody, it's your friendly neighborhood hanger hobbit here, and I bet you're wondering why are you seeing a Tiffy on a video about a Wirraway? Cause I want to show you how bad Gaijin done nerfed us. In case y'all didn't notice, we got one of them just client stability updates last week. Yeah, it wasn't just a client stability update. I want you to look at how few rounds it takes for this Tiffy to drop this Hitler bolt. I mean, look at this. Perfect stall. Perfect lineup. Watch how few rounds it takes to crit this thing. And I'm not even a great shot in this bird. See that? First hit. Second hit, dead. Easy peasy. Now I want you to see what happened after the update. This is the bird I've been trying to take out since the update. Because it's a good plane. Or at least it was a good plane. But I'm afraid the Firefly ain't a good plane anymore, and you're about to find out why. Now look, this is a duck. Ducks can't dodge. First hits, nothing. Now watch when I come back around. Look at how many sparks you're going to see off this thing. And it's a duck. It's not going anywhere. It's not like he's bobbing and weaving and dodging these rounds. You can see him hit. Look at that. It's just hitting and hitting and hitting and hitting, and it ain't doing squat. You might as well be throwing marshmallows. See that? I had to jam 2 of the guns just to get this stupid thing to kill. But enough about the nerf. Let's talk about something that the guns do work on. The Wirraway. This little baby's a 1.7 premium and one of only 3 Australian birds we got in the game. The other 2 being the Bowfighter Mark 10, I believe, and of course the beloved boomerangs. Now if you don't have this little thing, why don't you? It's cheap. Of course you're not going to grind with it, but that ain't the point of this thing. The point of this thing is just fun. This thing is agile like you would not believe. It can really dance, boys and girls. And for some stupid reason, while the bigger cannons have been nerfed into the ground, these little lousy Vickers guns, they murder. Don't ask me why. Hell, this whole plane don't make any dang sense. The rear guns and the front guns are both Vickers, but the rear guns get API and the front guns only get AP. How does any of that make any sense? Gaijin, grow a brain. I mean, good lord. Well, let's see if these AP onlys will do some work on this doe. Look at that. Barely had to fire and got the crits. Oh, and I got a fire. I mean, look at that. It works so well. Why do these guns work and the Hispanos don't? Heck if I know. But of course I caught a little in the nose, which you always end up doing dealing with bombers, so I'm going to have to go RTB and BRB. See you in a second. Ooh, now what have we got here? Ooh, it's a Stuka. You know, Stukas are fun to fly if you fly them as a fighter. Flying them as a bomber? Not so much. And oh, see, this is the downside with this plane. Yes, it is incredibly fun. Yes, I would say definitely own it, but I would love to go after that HE-100, but I can't. Why? Because this plane is so slow that I could literally put it into a dive, rip the wings clean off, and he would be able to outrun me just in cruising speed. Yeah, top speed on this thing's only like 330 kilometers an hour. It's a, look at that. See, I'm already redlined and I barely got this thing coming down. But here's why this plane is worth it. Watch this, boys and girls. Poof. Pure API does the work. Man, that feels so good. Just whip that rear gun around, somebody gets on your tail, and enjoy the fireworks. Sadly, that HE-100 just keeps running until the match goes over. So, I'll see you in the next match. Here we are, and this time I didn't even bother with the bombs. I figured, what's the point? But in this match, I found out something else that got put in with this last nerfing. You remember how we used to have a real problem with people ramming to get kills? How they could just scratch your plane and then ram into you and instantly get the kill? Guess what's back, boys and girls? Yep, Gaijin for some reason decided that was a good idea again. Why, I don't know. But let's not worry about that right now. Let's worry about this little 109. And you know this has got to be irritating the heck out of this guy. He's got to be thinking, why am I being chased by a Wirraway? But I can't catch him, so I'll just have to settle for somebody else. As you can see, there's plenty of targets around me. So all I gotta do is decide which one I want to be shooting at. Oh, and looks like I found my next customer. Wait for it, and here we go. Again, you just gotta watch the dive speed on this thing, because you will rip so easy. See, I'm gonna have to bleed speed just to go down a lousy kilometer, because otherwise I'm gonna rip this thing in half. Oh, but it's so worth it. It is just such a fun little bird to fly. It's easy to control. It gets an insane amount of bombs. Good rear guns. Oh, is it my birthday? Is he gonna go straight up? Oh, I so love when they do that. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. Don't ever do that, boys and girls. If somebody's on your tail, don't ever pull straight up. That's just asking for it. And what do we got here? Oh, hi, Stuka. Oh, low bridge. No thanks. Not gonna ram you. I'll let your teammates do that stupidity. That's why I don't have more footage of this thing, sadly, because people's already figured out all they got to do is ram. I even tested it myself. I took an unspaded key 10 out, just rammed the poor sucker first one I saw. And it worked. Yep, I instantly got the kill. See? I apologize to the poor guy for it, but this is just so stupid. Gaijin, why would you put this back in the game? It makes no sense. It's dumb. Well, let's finish this out with a little personal challenge. You see, I took out Ivan the other day to finish off one of my war bonds, and apparently got really mad, really ticked off a Lala. This Lala was like, well, if you didn't have that rear gunner, man, you wouldn't be doing all that. You're just doing that because you got a rear gunner. And of course, you know me, the second he said that, I was like, challenge accepted. If it's only the rear gunner, well, let's take something out without the rear gunner and see what happens. So I gave myself a little personal challenge. In that match, I took out 3 birds along with some ground targets. This one, I'm going to try to top 3. Now this bird, this is another one. If you don't have it in your hangar, why not? Just don't fly it as a bomber. It's a crappy bomber. I see so many of them flying at 2 foot off the ground, bombs all strapped to it. Don't even bother with the bombs on these things. Just forget them. They're pointless. They're stupid. The way bombs have been nerfed in this game, unless you literally drop it on the freaking top of a pillbox, it's not going to do anything anyway, so why bother? Just leave the bombs off. Load that sucker up, put it at about 600 meters convergence, and just go to work. Because they never see you coming. You can tear into Typhoons, Spitfires. All kinds of fighters will just fall before these guns. This is one of the few guns that have not been nerfed in this game, I can guarantee it. For some reason, I guess because Gaijin's Russian, surprise, Russian bias, but for some reason, the 23 millimeters don't ever seem to be nerfed. Even during the great nerf of 1.59, 23 millimeters chopped planes in half. So if you're having problems with this latest nerfing, take out something with the Russian 20 or Russian 23 millimeter. You'll feel better. Now, let's see who our first customer is going to be. Let's see. There's SBC. I saw a Spitfire. What all we got down here? Oh, don't you love it when American teams just graze? Oh, that just makes me so happy. I mean, look at that. And they're just all down there like a big buffet. This is going to be tasty. So easy to do in this plane. Just climb to the side a bit. Wait for the silly Americans to start grazing. And then come down, pop them on the head, turn them into burgers. Let's see who our first customer is. Oh yeah, you keep just doing that nice wide turn. I like that. Thank you. I appreciate that. Okay, that's one. Let's see who else we got around. Oh look, there's a whole pack of them. That just makes me happy. See, with other planes you'd have to worry because they're fragile, but not this baby. She's a tank. One of the easiest things to do in this thing is just charge through a fur ball and just rip things apart. They'll be so busy worried about the fighters, they don't even notice you till it's too late. Look at that, we got Spitfires. Oh, yes, he's pulling up. He's pulling up. Yes, that's what I like to see. Come here, come here. Thank you. Never pull up when there's fighters that close. It's just no. But they get the tunnel vision, you know they do. Don't look around. You gotta keep that head on a swivel. See, look at this guy. He's taking nice big wide turns. He don't even notice me. Oh, till I blew off his tail surfaces. Yep, noticed me now there, didn't you, Chuck? Guess what? Kinda hard to fly without those. Thank you. That's 3. Who else we got? Oh, only a couple left. I need one more kill. Come on, bring somebody down. All I gotta do is wait. Come on. Might as well grab me a few ground targets while I'm down here. Oh, and here they do. They're coming down. What I'm doing here, boys and girls, is building up some speed. That's the one thing with this. You're not going to do quick 180s. You got to build the speed up, then whip her around. That way you're not too slow once you get flipped over. Ooh, P-40. Nice plane. Tasty plane. Can I get it? Come here. Oh, and look at that. Don't you love it? 2 of our team rammed each other trying to get the kill. That's just hilarious. Good Lord, people. Tunnel vision. Look where you're going. Watch what's around you. Thank you. 4 kills, and I didn't need a rear gunner, Mr. La. So you see, it ain't the rear guns. It's that 23mm death cannon slapped on the wings of this sucker that lets you do it. Well, this is Kevin, your friendly neighborhood hangar hobbit, saying, I hope to see you up there in the clouds. Have a good one, y'all.